This code sample includes two projects. We have the main project, the application we developed. Here in this case it is a very simple application, a simple calculator. This is its layout. Just two text fields where the user should enter two numbers and then press a button in order to get a calculation either for the sum or the difference between the two numbers. If we want to test this project, this application, using kind of a virtual user that enters texts and then press buttons, we need to create an Android test project. Just select the project, sample calc in this case, select new, and here you can find the option to select Android test project. Going through the wizard, you will need to select the project you want to test. I already did it, and this is the project I got. Now if you want to use Robotium, you should download the jar file and add it to your testing project, the new project, the project that tests the original one, the application we developed. In order to add a jar file, you just need to go to the build path and select add external archive, and then you can select the jar file you want to add to the project. You will get to see that jar file over here. You can also just go to the configuration dialog page for the build path and select add external jar, select the jar you want to add. Pay attention that here in this tab you must check the checkbox nearby the Robotium jar file. Otherwise that jar file won't be part of the APK, won't be part of the executing code on the Android platform. Now let's take a look at the code. This is the code we wrote. If you are familiar with the instrumentation framework, then Robotium use it. It just makes things a bit simpler. Over here, I make sure that I have an object, a solo object, an object that represents kind of a virtual user. Getting the solo object is very simple. The second argument should be the reference for the activity we test. Now, every method that starts with the word test is a method that tests a specific operation of our original application, the simple calculator in this case. You can invoke various methods on the solo object, kind of enter text in order to enter a specific text to a specific text field, or click on button in order to cause the virtual user to press a specific button, and so on. Similarly to JUnit, you have methods such as assert equals in order to verify that the result is what we expect. Now, in order to execute the tests, you need to select the test project and then run as Android JUnit test, or I prefer going through the configuration. So I want to execute the sample calc test project, and the specific test class I want to execute is main activity test. If you just take a look, we have a class, its name is main activity test. This is the class I want to execute within the sample calc test project. So run as run configuration Android JUnit test This is the project sample calc test. This is the class main activity test. Here I specify the AVD I want to use, and let's take a look. Just wait and see. I don't touch the computer, everything goes by itself, kind of a virtual user using the application, and here you get the results.